I'm here to address C2, I believe. And the first item on that, if you look near the end before the proposed administrative rule, you will find my testimony. Very pointed, it makes sense to me. I do not like the response of the legal beagles from the department. Number one, I do not like the fact that public hearing notice is publicized in a newspaper and is sent to the Homestead Associations. This body and the staff has a responsibility to the beneficiaries directly, like they do for consultation. They send a note to every lessee and applicant. But for the public notice, which is very important, you just follow the HRS. You folks only follow HRS and county rules when it benefits you or it's cheaper for you. I protest not contacting every lessee and applicant on any issue that especially needs public hearing. I will not die on the website waiting to see if something appears which I should be responsible for or responding to. I will not. You have a responsibility to us. Do it. Number two, I want to address 10726, plan community education. I find that that is inefficient and it does not specify your responsibilities. The administrative rule seems to be punitive, only what they can do, but punitive against us if we don't follow. That's not the purpose of administrative rules. It's supposed to set standards or set steps that you will take so that we can flourish on the land. So, regarding the planned community, if you will notice, I asked that when the department notifies applicants or prospective applicants of a new area, the department is to enclose a set of the DCCRs, period, so that the people know up front what they are going to be responsible for. The department is also to develop develop curriculum for and conduct mandatory planned community orientation. Then they conduct the lot selection. People know what's happening. The department facilitates execution of the lease and acceptance of DCCRs. Maybe things have changed, but I participated with someone was at their lot selection. At that lot selection, you select the lot, then you need to sign for that person, which I had the opportunity, the approval for this DCCR like this, which had never been discussed, which they never did know anything about it. Excuse me, we the beneficiaries are the people for whom you got your jobs and your position. So, and also the department needs to conduct those orientations. The association, up to this point, the relationship is DHHL and the prospective lessee and successor lessee. The association's responsibility is to its its members. After they have become lessees, they become a member of the association then could take the responsibility of discussing, of sharing with the new successors or the new lessees. But prior to that, at the opening of any subdivision with DCCRs, it's the department's responsibility to communicate with the beneficiary. My next one is 10741, rental housing offerings. They notify the residential application on the respective area. The department shall provide the property management company with the list of Native Hawaiians who replied. But when they notify, I'm saying when they notify anyone who asking them, this opportunity is coming up, you have an opportunity, would you like to participate? The rental program parameters are to be provided up front. In the administrative rule on page 714B, the project-specific parameters shall be provided to the applicant pool as soon as practicable. Ole, they need to know what they're going to be responsible up front. And also, they are to be, whoever is given that opportunity for the rental program, they should have been certified as applicants who now qualified to lease or to be able to rent. Not after they get all excited, I want to be this and that, and find out, then the rental program contract, rental management sends the list, and then the department says, oh shucks, or that person don't qualify. Ole, do the job right. You get the applicant information, you're supposed to certify them then. My testimony is, there's no question. I don't plan to be a part of any DCCR community. At this stage of the game, no. But my goodness, let's talk about fairness for the beneficiaries. Let's have, respect was a word, but courtesy is a word that we need to zero in on. And what is your job? What is our job? Let's get it done correctly. Well, you can read all my thoughts in there. I hope you have read it and review this administrative rule. As is, I disagree. It should not be implemented yet. Do not forward it to the governor. It ain't ready. It's not ready for you to approve, as is. G3. Pool couple water system water rates. There's a big talk story of this and that. I want to refer you to page 6. In October 18th, you got your page? G3, page 6. October 2018, new contractor, Waimanui, got the contract. Beneficiary organization for water system operations was hired. They achieved a significant reduction in cost to operate and maintain the Pu'ukapu water system. I will add, at those informational briefings, we were invited, the community was invited to learn about the system from the first contractor. And staff has been apprised of all the heva, all the wrong, the poor system, the way it was constructed. And that's why when Gigi Carell and that office comes and tells us that, oh, we're spending so much of the trust funds because of this and because of that. And really, the main reason was the poor design and build of that system. So it says, they have also been diligently identifying operational issues and improving system operations. They have been providing recommendations to improve the system. And the next bullet point, with Waimanui CDC as the new operations contractor, They are expected to provide more reliable water source data at the county master meter and individual customer usage data. The accounting system is a piece of. They can't even get information out, cumulative information out. You go and ask them, they won't be able to provide anything. We read the meters. We have someone who has been reading those meters. They report to the office here. The office inputs the information. Where does it go? How is it become available? How could the department be asked accountability of the system? They have not. When they came up for the increasing our usage rate, of course we blew up. And I asked for specific information to be presented. None. You cannot justify an increase without specific information. Forget it.
Okay, Auntie, almost, Paul.
Almost.
Thank you.
Let's see. Okay, the main point is any DHHL-owned systems are to be included in the ANO, administrative and operational. I believe staff put in front of the commission to say that all the water systems should be self-sufficient. Kauai High is going to be paying $400 a month for their water. No. In a couple of years, it's proposed that ours be increased up from $122 a month to $300-something a month. The water bill comes out every other month. The county water bill comes out every other month. We are paying $122.41 every month on a set rate, which was suggested by the staff who got recommendations from. And we need to take, what steps do we need to take to get that any water system owned by the department, any system owned by the department to be included in ANO? What steps can we take?
I don't know. We'll look at it, but so the challenge is for the trust to subsidize the cost of all of our water systems. So to get it on the ANO costs would be exactly that. It would come from the trust subsidizing people's water costs. So we can look at ways to reduce it. For certain, we can look at ways to have more efficiency. But I can't commit to you right now that the trust is going to take on the responsibility of subsidizing everybody's water costs, because that would mean that no new people get off the wait list.
The funds, when Governor Lingo was in office and we had Mr., what's his name? Who was our chairman then? Mike Kanani. They came up with this wonderful idea, and I couldn't believe it. I was shooting darts from my eyes at the meeting when they opened the system, the new office. They said that the department will be responsible for their own expenses. Then, of course, we know what the history is. But we need to do our job properly. And that's what I expect. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Auntie Kanani.